Pinky.
All right, let's go to the ones that need more workbench work. Almost out of them. This one still has a bit to go.
Okay, something happened.
Almost halfway with the well.
Yeah, we're doing pretty good on that. Yeah. Even the mayor's got some love lately.
That's true, yeah. I'm thinking of limiting the crafting slots on the crafting bench to 2. And making it
You mean limiting it?
just to have it to default to 2 to start with, and then have it upgradable.
Uh-huh.
Because at the moment it's kind of infinite, right? And it's probably not really how I wanted it.
Ah.
And actually it's not even infinite. Well, it is infinite, but it doesn't show infinite. I think it's got like 5 available slots on it at the moment.
So you can craft how many things you dump in a day?
So yes, you basically just 2 free slots that you can craft simultaneously.
Oh. Yeah.
Which would kind of encourage people to put things into the crafting bench quicker.
Yeah.
Instead of
Make
hoarding.
boards and bricks the same day.
Yeah. Exactly. So anyway, just
Can
a
you
heads
make
up.
2 boards and 2 bricks?
No.
No. Okay.
But what I'll do is I'll make it so it's reasonably easy to upgrade the slots. And then at least you can, if it's a limitation, you can do that. So I'll give that a little bit of a thought, but I don't think I'll make that very hard to do.
Okay, okay, I'm back.
Because even Valheim, you can't do much with a crafting bench until you upgrade it a fair bit.
Yeah, as I found out.
Yeah.
My armor.
Level 1 is
What do you got to
pretty
do there?
useless.
You just got to add stuff around it?
Yeah.
Tools and things, or what?
Yeah, there's like, what is there? There's oh god, what? It's like a
Inning rack.
an anvil. I think something that looks like an anvil. Bellows, but I think that
So
might be
we
for
need-
the forge. Because yeah,
So
you have
we
to
need
do
a
something.
forge.
Yeah. That's why it's nice to have. It gets expensive if you have multiple bases, but it's just
Yes.
where it has to be, because transporting stuff gets a bit of a pain in the neck.
That's okay. We got a good home base. Whoever. Did you build that, or who built that?
Mostly, perhaps, actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a nice base.
definitely. I mean, I
That's what my-
probably built the original, but I think it got. Actually, wait a minute. Let me think. No, perhaps built it. Then I got an ogre to knock it down, and then he built a better one. I felt really bad about that because I just went in on my own, and then an ogre. I just didn't know how to deal with this ogre, and this ogre just absolutely destroyed everything.
Ah,
But perhaps took it well and rebuilt everything better.
it looked nice.
Mm.
I did my first house in the forward base.
Mm.
I don't think it looks that great, but it works. We just
Oh.
got to put beds in. I think I got the fire fixed now.
Oh, okay. Oh, with a
I just got
chimney.
the fire.
Mm.
Well, the chimney wasn't the problem. The problem was the rocks built over the water.
Mm.
So I built them higher so there were no gaps anywhere. And now we have a chimney that floats, and not floats, but yeah, a fire that's like at eye level. But it should work.
Mm. Cool.
Yeah, I wanted a house for us at the forward base. But they need to add a way to make a whole house warm.
Hmm. Yeah, that's true. What was it? What game was it that had really good, like, it modeled gas, oxygen not included. Have you played that game?
No.
Yeah, that was quite a clever base building game that you had to worry about, well, oxygen and all sorts of
Well-
stuff, right? And they actually modeled that, so that was quite, and it did it quite cleverly.
Huh.
I think Valheim's got that kind of. I mean, it models smoke quite well.
Yeah.
You can't burn things down though in Valheim, can you? Not like Minecraft where you can actually burn a whole thing down, right?
No, like my fire has a wood beam right over it.
Hmm.
And it's a wood chimney, so it seems fine.
Yeah. There are some survival games that do model fire quite well, propagation and stuff.
Yeah. Oh well. I got to cut out early for now. All right, I'll be around later.
Yeah.
Okay, catch you
You
later.
guys will probably be sleeping.
Yeah,
You
probably.
guys will probably be sleeping.
This is true.
In a few, after this game, probably.
Hey, I got something. Oh. Okay. All right. Have a good one.
Yeah, see you,
Take care,
Spurs.
bye.
Bye. So have you
What a
been?
quiet,
Sorry?
what a quiet Friday.
Yeah, Fridays are pretty quiet. I guess it used to be Saturdays and Sundays, but I guess people are coming in for the tournaments now on Saturday. So maybe Friday's their break day now.
Definitely.
But Anna's doing a great job growing Heroes of the Flow Twitter. God,
Yeah,
it's going
it's
crazy.
amazing. Great space. Do you were in the space? You were in the space?
No. Well, now and
This
again.
the late the NDC election.
Oh
stuff.
yes.
Great space.
I think we just want to see a bit of gaming love, really, because I just think Nier's dropping the ball a little bit on that side of things.
On gaming.
Yeah.
Oh.
Morgan,
Well,
you are streaming. Be careful what you say.
fine.
But it is true.
If it is true, then it's true.
Exactly. Yeah.
I did say it on the space. You know, I said, I said it's just a fact, right? To have 3-4 games playable, if that, it's a fact, right? It's a fact that it's not enough.
No.
No, not when we heard that a lot got support, right?
More than 100 games were about to launch on Nier. So out of that now what's left? Very few.
Oh. That is sad.
Mm.
Yeah, is it because of Nier's not supporting gaming, or people not interested?
Well, I guess we'll let you know, right? I mean, we've asked for. Well, I'll let Anna talk about it because I don't know how much I should say really. But I think
I suppose we'll see in the next couple of weeks, really. But the grassroots initiative was announced a month ago now, and they said that they also going to support projects. So we're still waiting to hear. We've clearly made, we've clearly communicated that we need more support, and yeah. But to answer your question, it's quite simple. That to create a quality game, you do need quite a lot of resources. So it's mixed with the issue with Web3 gaming, that it's a bit of a chicken and egg situation where yes, there isn't enough players, etc., but also of course the quality of the game needs to be good, etc. But in our case, we obviously that we're ticking that box to a good extent, obviously.
Yeah.
So we've said, we've communicated that we just need marketing help. So the answer is, okay, how do we do that? We're a team of 2. We've said that we need help that is specifically targeting more people, expanding and marketing, which if you speak to any marketeer, no one can. Everyone asks, all the professional marketers and CS chief marketing officers tell you, okay, how much budget do you have? So that's it. Yeah. Like,
That's
and of course, yes, that's why the VC funding is the route forward. But and we're pursuing that route, but that does take time. So, that's why we're doing the Near Horizon, and obviously that's great help. But in the meantime, I think marketing is needed like immediately. So yeah, that's the truth. And yeah, hopefully it will resolve. So hopefully we'll see what happens next soon.
Hopefully. I mean, marketing is very important if the game wants to be successful. It is.
It's just a matter of eyeballs, right? It's just a matter of getting it in front of as many people as possible. Then you have a greater chance of people liking what they see and giving it a go.
Now, Alet, if you have time, I don't know if I'll have if remember to send you, but if you go to that guy Joe from Ready Layer One, if you
Yes.
scroll on his feed and see this post, you see it because it has probably like 40,000 views. So that's the
Yes.
post that says it better than we can say it, because I think, yeah, I sometimes my phrasing is not quite right, but he put it quite well, saying something like, essentially they are also builders, and that's why I respect them so much, both of them, because they are in a similar situation and they also take part in the Near Horizon, meaning that these
Yes.
guys are just quite genuine, right? And they build, and they just show that, yeah, they can build something together, the two of them. But yeah, have a read of that post, and I just want to say, yeah, I support that post, what he did there.
Of course.
Yeah, it was pretty brave, right, of him to do that, and
Yeah, because essentially the gist of it is, here is a builder, they're like them, right? And then they work very hard, but instead of just getting a bit more support, yeah, essentially it all becomes about the governance, etc., which at the time he hadn't decided whether to apply. I think he was like, well, I'm a dev, I don't have the time to also do this as well, get into governance, but I also need to pay the bills. So
Yeah.
that's it. And compare that with Few and Far, for example, which were the opposite, which were very heavily funded projects. So, and they obviously didn't have developers and etc. Whatever happened there, I don't know the insights of it. I wasn't there, but yeah. So if Shardog makes it, I think it's if they go big, right? I'll be very happy for them, and I'll be like, okay, that's a use case of like really, builders, making it. So I really hope that they do it.
definitely.
But the Rogue Studio is also builder, and when you guys arrived to Nier, it was a huge bang. I mean, it was huge, and it still is. But
Yeah, and we need to maintain this momentum, right?
yes.
And there's just two of us, so we should really be focusing on the things that we're good at, right? I should be focusing on development, and Anna should be focusing on the big picture, but instead we're doing as frantically running around doing as many socials as we can and trying to grow user base and everything, and we need more than words, right? We need more than words from Nier, right? They say make the right noises and stuff, but they do. And we've told them what we need, and we've just got to wait and see if they deliver. Otherwise, well, who knows?
Yeah, never mind. Yeah, it's about how you frame it, Morgan. I think because they could say, okay, no one owes you anything, but let's look at let's look at this, right? We are the only game, and I can guarantee you that maybe there are few playable games, but the only non-crypto game. By that I mean not play to earn focus, okay, that is playable. So if they say they, for example, they support games because this is what, they don't exclude supporting games, then it's logical to offer something and try to
Yes.
understand the needs of the biggest game, the only game that is non-crypto focused, right? Not token based, not play to earn, that has the potential. And I would
Yeah.
say support the top 3. Then like if you had 20 that are working, maybe support 3. But if you have 3 that are even live, support 1 or 2, right? The top
Yes.
ones. So that's just logic to me. But you know yeah, that's just, I think that's a fact, right? That it's just logical. Or you don't say that you support, you say, okay, we just don't care about gaming. But I don't think that's the sentiment there. They haven't said that they don't care about gaming, but the actions, I'm not sure.
With this NDC election stuff, probably this will. Do you think this will help near gaming?
Yeah, that's a bit more complex because there are a few candidates, and by few I mean very few, that are focused on gaming, and I can't say much more, but I just need to see how well they'll make it, because, like I said, in the space, say one candidate is pushing. Yeah, and to be honest,
Yeah.
yeah, it's a tricky one because yes, I could have applied, but I had my own decisions not to, and again, it's based on just the situation. Yeah, and I reserve the right not to apply. So, but I suppose I can be very hypocritical and judge. But I think, yeah, I think there are a few candidates that want to push gaming, and there is, of course, the issue of gaming DAO that few of them want to form. So I will see about that. But what has been somewhat surprising to me is that people that have been in the aforementioned have these ideas of gaming DAO. For example, I just don't get their vibe. I don't feel the vibe that they are actually huge gamers themselves, which is not a factor, right? But again, it's been like, oh, we're so into the gaming, and has been very little understanding of what we're building here. So again, I don't know, right? I think one of the issues is that a lot of people on Near come from crypto, and that only I thought about this only today, actually. So if you're crypto and you may be gamer in your life, and that's absolutely fine, then you say, oh, I probably want to do gaming on Near. I think what we discussed with Morgan today, there's very few people worldwide in Web2 and Web3 that actually have the experience of building a game, and I think that's where the problem is. So when a person who's built a game and has been in the industry, you know, they understand has good game potential. Even when you look at our community, right? Kids, Spurs. There was this guy Wizzy who's worked in gaming and loved our game. So people that are more like that have a better understanding of our vision. I feel there are other people that say that they're into gaming, and that's absolutely fine. They may be gamers, etc. But I feel they really focus on the crypto part. And I think that's where the difficulty comes from us, because we don't necessarily fall into that. So, for
No.
example, yeah, exactly, right. We know, what we're building. We will be reaching to the Web2 players. This is very early what we have, right? Our vision is huge. So, and to be asked, for example, no one has asked or anything like that, but in those scenarios, you build play to earn game. So in that scenario, you can get 10,000s of users early on, easy, because what you do is you promise them tokens. So we can get that many players, but we don't want to do that on purpose, because we want to build the game mechanics first. And that's the difficulty there, that we don't fall into the traditional crypto gaming sphere. So and I think that's one problem there that we have with Near. I think another thing is Near is very focused on active wallets. the quality would not matter. So we've tried to communicate that, say our audience is more than 70% is West Europe, you guys, right? West Europe and
Yes.
America. This is very valuable for marketing terms because this means high income audience. So it's just things like that that are like, you know, obviously no brainer to us, but we struggle to, I think it's not understood by everyone, right? So say you get 1,000 people that are just wanting to earn a token. That's probably worth like 10 people that are just playing for fun.
Yeah.
So that's how it is. And we now know which end of the spectrum we stand, but not everyone understands that. And that's fine. It's just how do we meet with them? How do we communicate when they're focused on, okay, how many token grinders do you have? So that's it. That's how it is, I think.
Yeah, it's definitely hard to portray your vision to a bunch of people. So, I as like just a community member of some of these projects, I'll come into a project thinking one thing, and then over time learn that their vision was different than what my expectation was. And it's just that out of all the crypto projects that I've looked at, this is the only one where your vision is also just meeting my expectations. So it's a hard for, I can definitely see as a member, just hard for us to understand the visions of some of these projects.
Yeah, well, there's the overpromise. A lot in Web3 has been overpromise under deliver, and then you go to space. Yeah, so I understand that it must be like that for you. And then on spaces, it's interesting that, you know, professional people say, oh, maybe you should do, you know, it's better to do under promise over deliver, and everyone is nodding, yeah, that's better. And then when you do that, that doesn't get you anything, because no, the Web3 audience wants to be over promised too. You know, not you in particular, but just when you look at like, yeah, I have done my NFT projects thing, and of course there's some great projects there, but what I notice is that what they say and what they actually deliver, like what you said, right? Their vision and this, but for 1 year, all that they've done is a mutation potion for an NFT. So I make my NFT mutate. That is this what you did for 1 year since you launched?
And they
Yeah.
make a massive deal about it, right? They spin it in such a way that it just sounds huge. And I guess we're not very good at that, right? We're not sort of very good at doing absolutely pretty well bugger all and saying loads of words that make everyone amazingly excited about it. You know, that's just not us. We're just not very good at that. We do the opposite, right? We do probably too much, and then we never fully get around to. Anna's, you know, we're a lot better now. Anna does these amazing summations at the end of the month, right? You know, listing everything we've done, and it's absolutely insane. And I'm really glad that we're doing that, because when you read back through it and everything, you like, because I always think, oh, I haven't really done bugger all this month, right, and everything, and then I read through what Anna's put, and I'm like, Jesus, okay, yeah, no, actually we've delivered a ton, right? So yes, we're getting better at that, but we're definitely not that type that can deliver bugger all, but you know, have all the words to make it sound as if we're delivering the earth, you know.
But Morgan, when you also deliver less, you deliver one thing per month, then you have the whole month to fluff it, to market it.
This
you
is
know,
true. This is true.
10 times you can.
This
Yeah.
is true, yeah.
When you deliver 10 things, what happens is that people come in and it's like, oh my god, I missed so much. Oh, so difficult to catch up. And even look at this month, you know, I don't want to give any spoilers, but obviously you know that the free mint is coming, right? And I can tell you, yes, things are happening, right? So free mint, Zeely, ambassador program, consul program, 3 spaces on NDC. I'm going to have a space with the CEO of Near next week that I organized just like that. where I was awake until 4 in the morning. That's what happened. At least, useful, sleepless nights. And then what else? Obviously all the development work that's happening on the second game. So the list is always quite packed. And that's why it's actually difficult to market this, because when you have so much going on, it's like you can never flesh and pump something up and spice it up and market it well, because the next thing is coming and the next thing is coming. So yeah, that's the interestingly, actually delivering more is not always a good thing.
It's an issue that a lot of indie devs have, right? Is that it's 90% dev work and 10% marketing for most indie devs, and it should be way more towards marketing. You should be spending a lot of your time focusing on growing your socials and just growing your reach. And a lot of indie devs just want to code, and unfortunately that's just not a recipe for success.
GM.
Yeah. Let's stop, Morgan. I'm sorry. I mean, I wasn't meant to, it kind of turned a little bit into venting space. Maybe we should.
Joined.
Huh? No,
What
nothing.
happened?
We just talked about delivering so much that we don't have enough time to market it. Whereas Web3, like these guys were saying, it's Farwalker was saying, it's like, certain, like overpromise on the deliver type of situation. Where the usual. And we were talking, we just have so much going on. It's ridiculous.
I mean, Web3 users love being lied to.
That's kind of what we were alluded to, but I don't think we put it quite as blankly as that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's true, right? Like, I've been in multiple projects and it's always the same. Oh yeah, we are a team with a lot of experience. I worked at Bethesda, but they don't say what they worked in.
Yeah.
So what if all they did was code the main menu and that's it, right? They have worked in Bethesda, amazing. I was part of I saw one project that said, our team was part of the God of War games. And the God of War games are huge, right? Like are crazy.
Yeah.
But you look at the game, and I'm sorry, but that doesn't look like someone who worked in God of War, right? Like, and you also have to understand that there are like hundreds of developers working in that game, so it's not like just Morgan, right? That he has done this entire game by his own and other games. So that's the difference, right? But people don't think like that. People just want to hear lies, want to hear big names. Like, people in Web3 don't analyze. I've noticed that, right? Like, I've seen a lot of people, like, it may sound harsh, but like a lot of people don't analyze information in Web3 because they don't think, okay, you worked there. What did you do? How long, right? Maybe he was an intern for 1 year from university or something like that. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? I'm not saying that they shouldn't be building. Like, of course, build. I'm just talking about how they market themselves and how people don't think about that, right? And then you can show them the best game out there. But if you don't say that you work here, or that this token is gonna moon, or that, we're gonna do so much more, blah blah blah, like, people are not gonna be interested. People want hype, they want speculation, they want to be lied to. That's what they love. For example, Gojira, right? I'm a holder, so I'm basically fighting my own back right now. But like right now they're doing like this marketing campaign where they talk about themselves like, oh yeah, we are not any NFT project, we are a business project, we have many investments, we have millions and millions of money invested, our community is the best, blah blah blah. But each day the floor price keeps dropping, but still their community is very hyped. So like, I don't see how it makes sense, right? You're talking big, but the project is going down. So yeah, that's Web3 basically, right? And for example, with us rogues, we are entirely different because Morgan and Anna, they do have real experience building multiple products by themselves and like working products, right? But we are not those type of people to like overhype or lie to you, right? We are very transparent, and I think that's our issue. So I think I'm gonna start saying that we're gonna be giving away mutant apes once season 2 comes out, and who knows, maybe we'll get a lot of users. And I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But yeah, that's Web3 for you guys. It's all lies. It's all speculation.
It was
And it's all
interesting.
rock
It's so
pools
sad.
too. And sadly, those rock pools affect the real builders.
Yes.
I thought it was interesting. I was asking my question in all the different Web3 Discord servers, and most of these like this is the only Discord server that I actually like visit. The other ones I just like leave there until something actually comes out from them. But I go into one of the Discord servers and it's literally just their entire chat is a bunch of highs, just like hello, hi, how are you, with like every now and then you'll see a comment that says when's the game coming out.
Yeah.
But guys, we've got our first VC investors booked. Well, I'm gonna book, but the first link to book my first VC meeting of the season.
Nice.
And I think I honestly think it's gonna happen, right? It's just when, whether it's before New Year or after. So I think we're doing this right. I will be having a lot of meetings in the next few months. This time I'm determined to use all my network, and we have the Near Horizon meeting, right? Accelerator, which we do appreciate the support from there. The team is great, they're really nice. So yeah, I mean it's happening. I think that our time is coming, and perhaps I think it's sadly, and I also lost money on Gojira. It doesn't matter. I wanted to flip when the floor went down a little bit, and not flip, but I saw that it was just going down, and now probably I don't want to look. But the point is,
Yeah, don't look. Don't look.
I'm not gonna look. The moment that I saw the video of just guys spending the money that I've invested, I know I can't even say invested, but the money for these NFTs, they went on Bali on retreat to drink margaritas, and then they're presenting this as the future of their company when they're actually spending money just having fun. And it's not fair, is it? Like what? Me and Morgan, we're sitting in the dark, not in the dark, but we're sitting at home and we're constantly building. That's how a founder should lead by example, and not just go and party and spend community money. I mean, anyway.
Do you mean I need to take down that post of me driving that Lamborghini? Sugar.
Yeah, it's a rental. No, it's like I post I saw a couple of Lamborghinis in London, was it? And I posted to perhaps that's one for you. There you go. Only on the picture. Yeah. So the marketing issue, I think. Look, we've proven that we are here to survive. I think how we'll solve it is more like the Web2 way. We'll get proper marketing agencies. I don't think that the Web3 marketing way would work for us, but what we need to do is a bit more resources to help me and the team. And I think that's coming as well soon. So who's fighting there?
Where?
What? Behind the thing, the newspaper thing.
I don't know. I'm just breaking rocks right now.
Are you pink?
Yeah,
Is
but
that
I'm
a
at the
glitch?
comments right now.
That's Morgan, though. I know him.
I unlocked my 15th loot box, crafting bench.
Nice, nice. I only have 10 so far.
Oh, nice.
So right, we need to make a lot of updates about the Flow wallet. So perhaps I think I can do this tonight. But I'm telling you that yes, you need to start setting that up soon. So I'll make the announcement tonight.
Yep.
Like people should have a few days to set things up. I don't want to be like, oh, give them, but there needs to be plenty of warning because Spurs has been asking for a month about the wallet.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I also think that, well, I've seen that some people who are joining who already are from Flow, they have the Dapper wallet. And I believe that one is not going to be supported, right? For the mint.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's a bit. I was even confused to start with, but essentially it is Blockto or Lilico, and I use both, and both have mobile wallets. But Lilico was I had some issues with some transactions, but other than that, eventually it went through, and it's easy to use once you set up.
I think I will go with Blockto. That one sounds cooler.
Yeah. I've downloaded both Dapper and Blockto, so I'm going to delete Dapper.
Yeah.
Yes, it's interesting, but because I mean Dapper is the actual original one, I think, but I don't know why it went out of fashion or something.
Blockto is a pretty good one. I use that.
Oh, it would be cool to have gaming night playing Heroes of the Flow.
Yeah.
That's gonna be awesome. We're so excited for that. Oh, and for example, going back to the marketing topic, we just talked to Morgan and I were talking about it, and I realized that actually that's going to be a game that is on chain. So I was like, Morgan, why are we not marketing it like this? That it's an on-chain game. The stats are on chain, everything is on chain.
Oh yeah, that's true. I forgot about that.
Yeah, it might be the first fully on-chain auto battler on Flow, definitely.
Also, who is joining us for the VIP meeting? Do you know?
Me.
Oh, when is it?
So we're thinking of moving it to Sunday or Monday. I'm gonna do a poll and see what days it's more popular for the meeting to happen.
Okay, cool.
Cool. And the time is up.
What? What's going on?
Yeah, I know.
Who set this
Damn.
time? It's ridiculously short amount of time.
It is short.